What's up, everyone on the channel? I am currently in a hotel because I have one more week of social distancing or quarantining before I can finally go back home to my parents' house, because for their own safety, they wanted me to be away from them for at least 2 weeks. So the first week was with my sister, and this week is in the hotel. And I gotta say, I didn't think that, I made a one-time trip to the grocery store and I thought I had everything that I needed. But then you realize when you're on your own, which I'm not really on my own, I'm only on my own for a week, which is nothing. But I'm not used to this, so, which I actually kind of like being alone. But yeah, so I realized that I needed some, because hotels, they always sometimes smell kind of funky, especially if you haven't been there all day. Or like mine, for some reason, when I walk in the door, it smells like somebody that it smells like cigarettes have been gone through the ventilation system, or like used cigarettes, because I think people smoke right outside the front door of the lobby, and it probably circulates in the air. But anyway, so I got some Febreze, and I didn't know if Target had any, so I checked on their website, and they did. Well, it said that the item was in high demand, but when I went to the store, when I went to Target, they were like full stock of Febreze and stuff like that. So I picked up some Febreze, some plastic cups, and some extra shirts just in case. Like, as my sister said, I could use her place to wash my clothes. So I bought some extra shirts just in case that last me a few more days. But anyway, yeah, I'll show you guys the guys and girls. It's the Xbox, and I got everything I need for right now. I got my MacBook over there. Been doing some MacBooks right here. Been doing some homework assignments. I've been caught up on everything that I can get caught up on right now for all my classes. We had a test this morning, and it was one of those ones where that's the air coming on. But it's one of those tests where you have to take it. Well, it has write-in. Like, it has write-in answers. Like, one of my friends asked me, "Oh, do you know what you got?" And I said, "No," because it has write-in answers, and the teacher has to manually go in there and grade it. But the other answers, I could tell, like, that if I got it right or wrong. I mean, the multiple choice ones, I know I got right because it said I got it right. But yeah, definitely what I've noticed about, there have been a lot of less people on the road, and it's probably a good thing, though. I mean, it definitely is, especially when I just read in the news this morning that India, with 1.2 billion people, which is like 1/7 of the world population, or 1/8, 1/7, I think. But anyway, they have a huge population of the world in their country or continent or whatever. Basically, they have put the whole entire area on lockdown, which I applaud them for that, because that's what the U.S. needs to do. But, we got some lunatics and some jokers in the White House that can't get along, and we still haven't gotten our $1,000 Trump bucks, so I'm waiting on that. And yeah, so yeah, I thought I would get pretty bored, but I realized that if I get bored enough, I can just make a video and just post a status update every day. But yeah, it's been 8 days since I've been in cell or quarantine or whatever, or just staying indoors, or trying to stay indoors and not go out. If I do go out, I try to stay in my car, and just because I like to just chill in parking lots and just listen to music or just vape or whatever. But yeah, it's been pretty chill, and I haven't had anything. I did notice that a lot of dating apps I read are like saying self isolation doesn't mean that you shouldn't be, or self quarantine doesn't mean self isolation, meaning that you don't have anybody to talk to. Like you have people in the world, like you can connect to people and talk to people. Like they're trying to promote like just because you're in quarantine doesn't mean that you can't interact with other people through social media. Which, I mean, for me, I saw a meme on Instagram that said, "Oh, it says something like, yeah, once I'm done, I'm practicing social distancing. So when I get out from this, I'll stay social distancing away from people, something like that." It was just basically saying like, yeah, when this is all over, still not vibing with you. Yeah. If y'all know me, y'all know that I'm a pretty quiet person. So usually I'm pretty quiet, especially in a big group, and especially if I'm in a group that I don't really know people. But for me, I have always been like, there's another meme that I saw. It wasn't really a meme. It just had a picture that said "quiet people," and somebody put thoughts question mark, and somebody at the bottom said it's not that we're quiet. It's just we don't talk to people that you know we don't vibe with a lot of people. We're not gonna fake a vibe just to be around someone like, and I've shown that with people before. I've dropped people. I've moved on from people. Some people ask me like how I know someone. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember, and if I did, I forgot or I moved on. Because one thing I have realized is that for me, you will meet great people in your life, and this is what college has really taught me is that every semester it's great if you see someone that you like that's in your next class in college, but there's just so many different schedules and everything that who knows if you will. One thing I've learned is that you will meet great people in life and then they will come and go. They will be gone before you even know it. And that happened to me a lot in college. I'd meet some really cool people and then they'd be gone the next semester. I'd never see them again. Maybe I'd see them around campus once or twice, but other than that, I wouldn't see them. Because, like, for me, I'm at a different school, not at the old school I used to be. So, yo, I noticed that one thing I've noticed about all this quarantine stuff is that, or at the grocery store, there doesn't seem to be a short supply of alcohol. So when you're old enough to buy, and at times like these, you gotta have fun somehow. So grabbing some alcohol is not a bad thing. Just you gotta be careful. I mean, yeah, definitely have to be more careful because you have nowhere to go. So at least you won't be able to drive anywhere because there's nothing open. And the liquor store I went to today, I called them to make sure like they were open. Well, if I suspect that a company or a place that I want to go to is open, and if they answer, that'll answer the question that they're open. But then I'll ask them, I'll be like, oh, what time do you guys close at? And the liquor store I went to, they closed at 9. So I was surprised that they actually closed that late. That's their normal hours. But I mean, they got to make their money somehow. I asked them how business was doing for them, and they said, well, times like these, it's been good and bad. So we'll just have to keep seeing how it goes. I mean, I could consider a liquor store to be it's for me it's half and half on whether or not it's essential to keep open. It's essential if you want to go and get, alcohol, but it's also non-essential because not, you don't need alcohol. So I mean, it's kind of the same thing with a vape shop. You don't need vape, you don't need nicotine, but it can also be an essential place. Now, I don't know if y'all heard about the whole drama with GameStop. Man, they came out and said like, "Oh, we think that people need the tools that we have, the tools that we have to work from home." And I'm like, and they had their own employee in Georgia, where I'm from. They had their own employee come out and say like, "That's ridiculous. Nobody wants to go to GameStop and buy an $80 keyboard or mouse when you can just go to Amazon or Walmart and spend less than $20 for the same exact thing. Maybe not the same quality, but it'll get the job done. And a lot of employees were outraged with it. So GameStop finally came out the next day and said they were closing all their stores and having curbside pickup and delivery. I was like, wow, they got so much backlash. And they were telling employees to ignore law enforcement on closing the stores because they think that they were non-essential, or they think that they were an essential business to stay open. I'm like, no, you guys are not. If anything, you guys are the next Blockbuster that's going to file bankruptcy soon because nobody wants to buy a game. If a game is $60, if I buy a game that's $60 and it's $60 no matter whether I go online or at the store, I'm going to buy it online because I don't want to deal with a disc. And if you lose a disc, that's another problem. If you buy it online, you have it on your account forever. So, I mean, unless we get an EMP blast, then you should be good to have. I mean, and it switches from, because Microsoft is, whatever Xbox you have, all your account games and stuff will just be on the next Xbox or next system or whatever. But anyway, that is why digital over disc, digital over physical for games. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I might post another one tomorrow or tonight. We'll see. Anyway, peace out.